Greg?
Chuck, how are you doing today?
Hey, good play. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm wondering what this week is like for you guys, given that it's senior day and it could be the last game on the schedule. How are you approaching it?
Approaching it like every other week. We are emphasizing tackling this week, emphasizing making big plays, emphasizing doing our 111, and just trying to just contribute everywhere that we can possibly do at the time that we need to do it.
Yeah, Coach mentioned to us tackling and kind of wanting to wrap up more versus how physical you guys played, just kind of hitting and being less focused on wrapping up. Did you see an issue there in this game?
Yeah, I did. It was definitely some big plays that could have definitely been eliminated if we tackled better. It's behind us now, and the biggest thing is we just don't want to make that an issue this week.
Is it sort of strange going through this week, not knowing whether it's your last game or if you could have, as many as 3 games with a bowl and a potential title game, depending how it plays out?
Not really, because I feel like this has been a crazy year altogether. It went from us not knowing we're going to have a season, us not knowing that the next game is going to happen, from us not knowing if we're going to go to a bowl game or not. At the end of the day, we just have to do what we can do at the time we can do it and keep playing hard and keep taking coaching and keep just getting better week by week.
What do you know, or what have the coaches told you about where you guys stand in the conference and your chances of winning the division?
Honestly, we haven't really talked about that a lot. I know that we're high up there in the conference right now, but really right now we're just trying to win this week, win this Saturday, and after this we'll be on to the next thing, whatever that may be.
Have you personally taken any interest in kind of figuring out tiebreakers or how they're going to handle it with the uneven schedule or anything like that?
No, sir, not really. For me, I just want to be the juice man, make sure that we get through practice and make sure that we're reaching our full potential in practice. And I just let the coaches and let the other people do what they're supposed to do, and I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
That's kind of surprising to me. I would think just because you guys have worked so hard to get to this point that you'd be curious sort of where you stand and how the league intends to handle it. Is that kind of a mindset throughout the whole team to not really focus on that as much?
Not really, because, you don't want to get your hopes up and then, something bad happens, or you just never know what can happen. If something's out of your control, you try and not concern yourself with it. We control what we can control and move forward with what we can move forward with.
For you individually, what's it been like being a senior in a new place? A lot of times that's like the culmination of 4 years, but for you, it's a transfer year and it's your first year here. How's your relationship with the coaches compared to maybe how they approach with some of the younger guys who are going to be around here a little longer than you are?
I have nothing but respect for our coaching staff and what they've allowed me to do as a leader on this team. I appreciate how they've given me the ability to be able to be a voice on this team and just allowing me to be able to show those guys like Jamal and, just a freshman that are playing a lot this season, just being able to go on and be able to show these guys like, hey, you're good. You can do what you're supposed to do as long as you listen to these guys and what the coaches have put for us to be able to succeed.
Have you decided if you want to come back for an extra season next year or what the next steps for you might be?
That's something I'm going to worry about at the end of the season. Right now, just looking at North Texas and whatever may come after that. And when all our games are said and done, I'll talk with Coach Traylor, I'll talk with my parents, and I'll speak with God about it. And at that point, I'll make that decision when I make it.
Have you had any conversations with coaches or teammates about that to this point?
Not really, no.
What are the factors you think you're going to have to weigh when it comes time to figure that out? Like, what are the things that are important to you?
It's a different combination of things. Just what teams look at me as, my standings, what guys are coming out as well. The usual, what guys do when they, this is like a equivalent to a junior leaving out early. I have the opportunity to play another season, but I can also leave as well. I have the ability to leave as well. So right now, that's not really what I'm worried about. I'm just trying to 1 week at a time.
Does the success you guys have had as a team this year and maybe how you close out the season impact how you think about those sort of things?
Not really, because I knew the success was going to happen. We work extremely hard. Our coaches work extremely hard. Coach Traylor works extremely hard. Everybody works extremely hard as a collect group, and the success I knew was going to be there. So that wasn't really a big point for me with me staying or not staying, because I know the work that we put in. So, not really, no.
Okay, JJ?
Hey, Chuck, what can you tell us about this North Texas offense? It seems like they're going to present a little bit of challenge for you guys this week.
They're fast, extremely athletic, big offensive line. We just have to be able to control. We can control and just go out there and play hard. I mean, you can't put a stamp on playing hard, fast, wrapping up, getting guys down, playing your 111, and just playing technically sound football.